What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy ATruckerNamedJay. Checking in, man. Whew. All right. So I've been sitting since pretty much Thursday. Well, I haven't had a load since Thursday afternoon. Or Thursday night, I should say. Delivered my last load in Indianapolis. That was on, like I say, Thursday. Today is now Sunday at about 5 o'clock. I have a load, which technically wasn't my load, but the guy who it was assigned to went home, and so it became my load. I'm going up to Buffalo, New York from Houston, PA, which is about, it's just a short run. It's a very short run compared to the routes that we're used to. And so I sat Friday, I sat Saturday, and I sat majority of today. I'm about to actually start moving now. Really, the load doesn't deliver until 7, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a jump. Well, no, excuse me. It doesn't deliver then. That's what time the place opens. As long as the load is delivered sometime tomorrow, that's all that matters. Because a lot of times with these receivers, when we're delivering this butane, it's not really a specific time frame that it has to be there. It just has to be there on that date, okay? But anyways, me trying to be the productive driver that I'm used to being, try to be there first thing in the morning. They open up at 7, 8 or something like that. So go get this load, deliver it, and just, I guess, hope that it picks up. It's November now. Everyone's been telling me that this butane is about to start picking up, and that's what I'm hoping. But I've been thinking, which is normally not a good thing, especially when I got 3 days worth of time to just sit around and do nothing but think. And I've been thinking, and I think I've made a decision, man. I think that I originally wasn't going to go home until Thanksgiving. And, I kind of mentioned this in a previous video, but I think I just mentioned it. I don't know if I actually confirmed it. But I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to ride this out until Thanksgiving, or when I go home for Thanksgiving, so that week of Thanksgiving. And I think after that, I think I'm just going to stay home. I think I'm going to put in at this point, it'll be like a 3-week notice, 3.5-week notice, really. But let's call it a 3-week notice, 2-week notice. It really isn't, 2-week notice is the official term, but 3-week notice. I don't know if I'm going to tell them yet, because I just don't want to, with trucking, man, 2-week notices are tricky. They really are, because you tell a trucking company that you're no longer want to drive that truck, man, and it just gets very awkward. Which a lot of times, why truck drivers just leave the truck on whatever property or place and just say, hey, you know what? My situation has changed. This just ain't for me anymore. Yada yada. But when you with a smaller company like this, where the company itself is based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, but they have no terminals or nothing like that. So you really just don't know where to leave the truck. You don't want to leave it anywhere too crazy, but you do want to leave it. But anyways, I think that, like I said, I'm going to, after when Thanksgiving come, I think I'm just gonna stay home. If you don't know by now, I believe I've told you in the previous video, as long as the videos are uploaded in order, which they normally are. But I just repeat a lot of stuff throughout the course of videos, just because, that's just something I do. I repeat myself a lot. But Great Wide will take me back as of December the 13th. Great Wide will take me back as of December 13th, which that is like a Friday, I believe. So as long as there is a truck available for me, I can go and do that. I just think that's the best thing to do at this point, man. When I came out here, well, when I first went to Marley, I was in scramble mode because, again, like I said, I got fired from Great Wide. I went to Hood sucked, and I came to Marley, still wanting to be home. I never really wanted to go back on the road, but when this opportunity presented itself, and the money, they talked about the money that we could potentially make doing this. It just was like, man, fuck it, let's go get this money. I'm willing to sacrifice. As much as my wife didn't want me to leave the house, I didn't want to leave the house, but we both understood that, for this type of money, it was worth it. But to just be out here, and to have been out here as long as I have now, and to not make the money that, I've made money, as I showed you in my October breakdown, but that money, honestly, that's money. I'm sure, I haven't, none of these videos have been uploaded yet, but I'm sure when that video gets uploaded, there's going to be plenty of local and regional drivers who are going to come up there and say, well, shit, I make that and I'm home every day. Well, I make that and I'm home every other day. And I believe that, because I was making that and was home every other day. You know what I'm saying? So it just doesn't, I'm struggling with it because, yeah, I'm making money, but I know I can make that money and be home, which is what I want to do. I want to be home. Did not want to be home. And I came out here expecting $2,000 a week, but at least $1,800. That's what I was expecting. I know some people are like, why do you have these expectations for money? I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you're away from your family, it's a price. It's a price, man. You know what I'm saying? We, unlike some other people, drivers who have more, different goals or whatever. If I'm gonna sacrifice time away from my son and my wife, it got to be worth it. And it's not worth it if I'm making the money that I can make being home. That just doesn't make, it's time for me to take off. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. It makes no sense. And I've stuck it out, and I've been out here, and I've been, being loyal, but for what? For what, man? I saw a future with this company, and, off the potential, but potential don't pay the bills. And just, sitting for these 3 days, man, I just kept telling myself, like, I could have been at the fucking house. Like, I'm in the middle of Ohio off 77 in a place called Newcomer or something like that. It's nothing out of it. It's a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, a truck stop, a gas station, another gas station across the street, 2 hotels, a Super 8, and I think it's a Hampton Inn and a Wendy's within a 20-mile radius. And I can't drive but so far in the truck because of fuel. So it's just, again, man, I'm not chasing money. I was coming out here. I was chasing money, but it's just not about that anymore, man. It's just quality of life. When was I last happy driving a truck? Great Wide. I had the perfect balance. And I just think that the year 2019 just would have been completely different had I not lost my job at Great Wide. Now, granted, am I saying that getting a tanker and hazmat is a dud? No, because I hope to still use my hazmat effectively at Great Wide. But, honestly, like I said, if I had never got fired, we wouldn't even have been here. All these videos of Depressed Jay and all this shit, it just, every time I get in this truck and I'm away from my family, these are the type of videos you get. Go look at my history if you got time. Go look at my old videos. Look at the difference of my mood when I was at Great Wide or when I was at NBI, when I was home versus last year when I was on that OTR truck. The last month I've been on this truck. It's just a different demeanor. It's a different vibe. It's a different Jay, because I want to be home. You know what I mean? And I let somebody, who probably had good intentions, talk me out of that. They put some numbers up. They threw some numbers out there, and when somebody's telling you that you can make $2,000 plus, that's just not something that you hear a lot of. you know, trucking or otherwise. So for somebody to tell you that, man, it's just like, okay, fuck it, yeah, let's do it. You know, people, you'd be surprised the things that people will do for money. A lot. I mean, hell, women out here having sex for money, selling their body for money. You dig what I'm saying? People out here doing all kinds of illegal things for money. So don't get mad at me because I, you know, came out here to chase money. Everybody chasing money, man. If we being honest. You watching this video right now, it's been about 3 things that you done did in your life that you may not be proud of for some money. Or that went against your ethics or what you stood for. It's just the reality. Especially if you came from nothing. You know what I mean? How soon people forget where they come from, and you know, before they got that CDL, man, you know, I know people got skeletons behind chasing money. At least mine are legitimate situations. I won't out here selling no dope, putting no bodies in the ground and nothing like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, that's just where I'm at, man. This job has mentally defeated me as far as being on the road, man. Because I feel like I gave a I can't even pronounce that word, the V word, violent. I tried really hard to make this work, is what I'm trying. I can't get that word for the life of me, man. I swear. But so really, I think mentally I'm just done, man. I am. Me and my wife conversations on the phone aren't even the same because, you know, you just trying to keep being encouraged and encourage her. Keep being encouraged, trying to encourage her. But then you just think about the last 3 weeks alone. I went home for 4 or 5 days. Came out, sat. Went home for 2.5 days. Came back out this week. Only did 3 loads. Yeah, I made $1,000. I got paid wait time for yesterday, $150. He only gonna pay me half of today for sitting. You know, which I still feel like I should have got a full day of sitting for today because I still had to sit. That load can't get delivered until tomorrow, and I have all day tomorrow. So just because I'm a productive driver don't mean I should be punished for that. You know, but whatever. So, I mean, with the $1,000 I done made off the 3 loads, plus the 150 and the 75, that should put me at, what's that, $1,200 something. That $1,225 is what that check should be if I'm not shorted, you know. And that's cool. That's a lot of money. It really is, but I can make that at home. It's just hard to make that make sense because my wife, I tell my wife everything. If I tell y'all as much as I tell y'all, of course she knows. So she knows how much I was making that great buy. So she's looking at me. How can I explain to her, like, hey, babe, yeah, I could be sleeping in the bed with you 4 nights a week, and we could be doing our date night thing and, you know, building our marriage like we have been doing since I have been home, and we could be doing all of that. But I'm going to be on the road and be away from you at 3 to 4 weeks at a time just to make the same money I was making. Like, it's just hard to explain that, man. It is. It's hard to explain that shit, you know what I mean? So I think that's just where I'm at with it. Now, if I would have been out here making $2,000 a week or at least $1,800 a week, you know, or been averaging that, cool. But like I just showed y'all on my check, that paycheck video, I only made over $1,500 1 week. And really, if my checks would have been paid on time and correctly, I would have had one $2,000 check, and I would have had 2 checks that would have been less than $1,000 because I got shorted $600 twice. So that, I think that $1,400 check would have been $900, and then the check that I got this week for $1,072, that would have been $400. So it would have just, you know what I mean? So granted though, like I said, you average out the month, still came up it would have came up to the same amount, but it's just like it ain't the money, it's the sitting. I hate sitting, man. And like I asked, you know, before I posted this video, You know, or today, like I posted today. I be trying to talk in past tense because of the way I upload my videos, but I be confusing myself, but whatever, my dumb ass. But like I posted today on YouTube, being Sunday, like, if you gotta stress to make money, if you gotta stress every day to make money, is it really worth it? Is it really worth your peace of mind? Is it really worth your mental peace? You know what I mean? Because I don't feel like it anymore, man. It's mentally exhausting to me. I'm exhausted mentally, man. I am. And it's only because I know for a fact, as of December the 13th, I can go make the same money, man. More consistently. And, you know, over the course of a year. You know what I mean? Granted, you know, again, this shit could pick up. It could, but I don't know anything anymore. It's just kind of, it's hard to just keep going off of words. It is. You know, it ain't no different than the oil field. It ain't no different than what they was telling me about the port. Oh, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up. They kept telling me that at HUD, and they kept telling me that at Marley when I first went to Marley in May. So from February until September at the port, that's all I kept hearing. It's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up. And now it's deja vu all over again. Oh, that butane gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up, it's gonna pick up. But I mean, we in November, man. We in November, and I just sat over the weekend. So when is it gonna pick up? The middle of November? The end of November? Because then now that only gives me December, January, February, March. Give me like 4 months to really hit it hard. And then we going to do what? Find something else to pull? Then we got to wait and see what that's going to look like. You know, so I just don't know, man. Maybe we just with the wrong company. You know, no disrespect to Kirby, but maybe he just ain't got the connections that he thought he did to be bringing all these people on. You know, maybe he got screwed over or not. But all I know is shit rolls south. It rolls south every time, and I'm at the bottom of that totem pole. And if my boss ain't gonna make a move or make a move soon, you know, you keep holding on and keep holding on and keep holding on. And for me, it's just like, okay, you know, you keep holding on, dog, but you got people with families. Like, I'm the only driver left. Will is gone, I believe. You know, Landon been left. I talked to him on the phone. When was that? I talked to Landon on the phone. When I made that video and apologized to him, he called me that same day. We chopped it up on the phone. I had to get off the phone because I had another call important call come in, and we just like, yo, it's all love. You know, it ain't no hostility whatsoever. We chopped it up, and that's what it was. He was like, you know, I done found me something. He at the house, and he sound like he chilling. He ain't stressing at all. So, you know, he said, you know, he don't give a fuck about that job hopping shit, none of that. He gonna do his best for him and his family. And now he home right more often. He may not be making, you know, as much as we thought we was gonna make out here, but he making enough for him and his. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Landon, but I'm about to just ready to go do the same. I think the only thing that could change my mind, because at this point, I'm already done. I think you can hear it in the tone of my voice, the way I'm carrying. I got no more fight left in me for this company. I just don't. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to make it to November. I'm going to make it until Thanksgiving. I keep saying try. I'm gonna make it to Thanksgiving, which is another 3 weeks. And when I go home for Thanksgiving, you know, I'm just gonna stay home. The only thing that could change my mind is out of these next 3 to 4 checks, if 2 of those checks are over $1,800, then, you know, we may reconsider. But if we continue on at the pace that we've been going, I can't see it, man. I can't see it. Again, I'm gonna try to go find a pay stub. I think I posted a pay stub of mine from Great Wide, and on YouTube in my community. I'm gonna go find it, and I might put it on this video. What's this, about the 20-minute mark? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna post it on this video, and you can see $1,600. You know what I'm saying? And being home. How, I mean, what else? You know what I mean? What you know? So that's where I'm at. Sorry the video was so long. Sorry if it's depressing, but hey, life sometimes is just, you know, you know, damn, if I could come up here and act like this shit, everything is amazing. And y'all would say, oh, he's so happy. Y'all tell D-Raj all the time, he's so happy all the time. He's never sad. He's so happy. So then you come on my page and I'm giving you what's really going on with my situation. Not saying that D-Raj isn't, but he just got a better situation going on than me. And my situation is, you know, shitty. I'm just going to give you the truth. So you don't want to see nobody happy. You don't want to see nobody upset. I don't know what you watching for. I'm going to just be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not out here looking for no, I don't know. I'm not looking for the best trucking job in the world. I'm just looking for some consistent money. You know, they want me to be consistent as an employee. I need them to be consistent as an employer. And that's just not what I've been feeling like I've been getting here at this company. Even though, oh, it's $6,000 a month. And even I was just on there like, yeah, man, I just made $6,000, but I had to sit back and think, like, yeah, but. And like I say, if Great Wide wasn't on the table, then my whole tone might be different. I'd be like, you know, it is what it is. This, because I would think that this is the best that I could do. But because I know that I could do better, as far as it fits me, not money wise, but just as far as a overall balance of how a situation would fit me, what am I waiting on? And then that's what people have been telling me for weeks. You know what I'm saying? People been, you know, hey, man, it is what it is. Maybe I'm stubborn or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at with it. Unless something drastically changes in the next 3 weeks with my pay, this is it for me. And I'm sure the, you know, boss man is probably gonna get mad or disappointed, but I just, hey man, it's business at the end of the day. Just like he told me when we had our back and forth. It ain't nothing personal. None of that. Ain't nobody trying to pick on you or none, but I've given this company every opportunity to improve or adjust. And they haven't, as of yet. So now it's my turn to improve and adjust, period. That's what it is, man. You got to take care of yourself at all times. You got to make sure you're taking care of your family at all times. And as important as it was for me to work for a black-owned, is that a train? To work for a black-owned trucking company, it's even more important to take care of my family at all times. Period. That goes without saying. So, but I ain't gonna hold you any longer. This video was stupid long. As always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive, man. God, family, trucking. Remember, take care of that hustle, and the hustle take care of you, man. I'm gone.